Okay, this is just going to be a really quick video on Land Rover Discovery 2 from 2003. Uh, all sunroofs in all cars are similar with at least the basics that I'm going to talk about, but this one specifically applies to a 2003 Land Rover. So the issue was it was stuck in the tilt up position, wouldn't come down out of the tilt up position, and we had looked at it and we'd found out that the motors were good because they'd go forward and backwards. They just wouldn't come down out of the tilt position. And we tried using an Allen key to override it on most vehicles. There'll be a little plastic piece right next to the buttons, and it's a little door that you can pop off, and usually it'll take like an Allen key or a Torx screw. On this Discovery, it was an Allen key. I don't remember what size, so I apologize if you're looking for that. I don't know. However, what happened is we tried the Allen key. We tried poking it around a little bit, tried pushing it down, tried pulling it around. Nothing worked. And they ended up cleaning the tracks, greasing the tracks, everything. I think the rear sunroof, was due to the, what do you call it, an isolation switch. And so there's a button up on the driver's sunroof. If you hit that, it'll disable the back sunroof so that the kids and stuff can't open and shut it while you're going down the road. And so I'm pretty sure that there's an issue with that isolation switch. We messed with it enough to where, they messed with it enough to where it closed the back one, and then they left it closed. They're going to put a roof rack on it. So they didn't care to have it open ever again. The front one, it was still stuck in the tilt up position. Couldn't get it come down. The motor is fine. Everything worked good. It was getting power. I thought there was an issue with the track. It looked kind of bent. So if you look here at this plastic piece and this middle piece, it's kind of like this. This isn't exactly their correct guide assembly, but it's close enough. So this plastic piece will go on this brass piece here, and then there's a little triangle shape that had a track that this rode in, and that triangle piece was connected to the sunroof glass, and that sunroof glass would have that triangle with the track in it, and this little peg right here would ride in that track up and down, and that would make it go up and down. This seemed a little out of place, and this seemed a little bent, and so we had tried to poke at it, and it still wouldn't come down, so I wasn't exactly sure. But he ended up bending it back, and it went down. So if you guys are having an issue with your sunroof, check the motor, check the switch. Easiest thing, check the switch first. Check the motor next. If the thing goes back and forth, great. Could also be the assembly, the cables that pull the thing back and forth could be seized or broken. Could be that the gear and the motor is snapped. But also it could just be that these got bent. That happens in high wind. You leave it up going through a car wash, and the roller hits your sunroof and it bends it. You're off-roading, you hit a tree branch that gets stuck in there, it bends it. You're off-roading and you have it open and you hit a big bump. That could also bend it too. So whatever you do, you just want to make sure that you're careful with it when you're doing that kind of stuff. It could have also just happened on the road too, hitting a bump on the road. But anyways, just a quick tip for you guys. Do those steps. Always check the simple things first. Usually it just turns out to be something simple or a maintenance issue. This car is over 20 years old, so it makes sense that either the plastic piece had worn out or this piece had gotten bent. Either way, it makes sense. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys out. Sorry I don't have a video on actually fixing it. I wasn't able to get one of those, but anyways, thanks guys.